Hey YouTube, doing a follow-up video talking about blade adapters that are severely seized. This one here is a push mower. Like I said, that shaft in there, you can see how it's all rusted. Probably was never removed. This mower's probably about 10 years old. So this is what is calling like a stage 3 seizure on here. The like stage 1, I'd say, is you take that blade off, you could hit it with a hammer, and with some persuasion it's going to come off. Second stage is kind of like you need a puller. I fashioned a little homemade puller here because I don't have one right now. There's other videos, guys show you how to use the puller. Basically you put a bolt inside the shaft where the bolt for the blade is, that you can see there. It has to be thinner than the bolt itself. It can't be, so basically it can move in and out of there. And then the puller goes on top of that. But what I just want to show is, in this case, I put this puller on, I tightened it down, didn't move. So I'm actually soaking this with some penetrating oil. I have I got two things going here. Not really endorsing any products, but PB Blaster. I find that this seems to do more of a job of kind of dissolving the rust, if you will, and a WD-40, which would be more for a lubricant, because when I actually start to try to pull this thing, it's got a slide in here. So I find that that's probably what works better, soaking it in the PB Blaster. A lot of times you don't need that. You can get by with WD-40, but it works a little better if it's really rusted on there. So basically the procedure, what I'm talking about doing is applying heat. I had tried this based on some YouTube videos where you heat up that adapter, you put the puller on, and then try to take it off, but it still wouldn't work. So what I had done on another mower was I actually had to put this this adapter under a tension here with these clamps. I hit it with the heat. It made like a little pop or ping or something like that kind of noise. Moved about maybe a half a millimeter. I figured, okay, it's free. Took the heat off, tighten up those clamps again, and it wouldn't budge. So I had to go back, heat it again, it would move a little bit, come down here, retighten. It took about probably 10 iterations of that just to get that off, and that's only in there about an inch, because there's about half of this shaft is just solid steel, so it's really only the top inch. So what I'm going to end up doing is applying heat with propane, and just to that area. You don't want to put any heat up in that. There's an oil seal up there, a rubber oil seal that you'll just burn up. So you're just gonna heat that top area. Also too, for safety, you want no gas in here. This one I've already taken the tank and everything off because I did a carb diaphragm replacement. So, but if you're doing this on a mower that you're not doing that, open flames and stuff like that around gasoline. So it's a disclaimer, do this at your own risk, but proper procedure, take all the fuel out of the mower itself. Okay, so gonna get the torch and apply heat right up here, this base. Okay, do one-handed here. I'm gonna have to put it on pause for a second here. Okay, we're smoking now. Probably actually burning off a little PB Blaster or something that's in there. Okay, let's see if we can torque on this and see if it'll move. Okay, so now I got some movement here. You actually hear it kind of making a pinging kind of noise as I tighten this up. Try to hold it here and do it. Well, my camera work is not very good with one hand. Hang on. Okay, there it is. It's that bottom little inch or so. You can see in there, still hot. You got surface rust in here. So I'm gonna clean that up with a little bit of sandpaper around this area, a little WD-40, and I'll show you. This should just slip on and off nice and easy. As I said, if this were frozen, you're taking a chance that if you hit something you could damage this. Most of these mowers that are damaged, I see have bent cranks, usually because this is frozen on here. So when you take the mower or the blade off, pull this off. If you do it once a year, it's not going to be seized like this. Put the anti-seize on, or at least a WD-40 or something. It should slide on and off. It should fall right off. If there was no bolt and you pick this mower up, it should just drop right off. So anyway, that's how to do that. Okay, thanks.